Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is James and welcome back to the Soundline. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about Bluesound's new range of streamers. We've got in front of us here the new Node. This is the 4th generation of the Node that has come out. It is replacing the Bluesound Node 2i. And we've got the PowerNode, which is replacing the PowerNode 2i. The 2i Node and the 2 before it were kind of a rubberized black finish, and there had been reports of them after a few years or so slightly deteriorating in finish. Bluesound heard that and they made a change. They are now both finished in a really nice high quality black painted plastic. So this is smooth satin, it's not going to deteriorate or go sticky or anything like that. They've both still got the 3.5mm stereo headphone jack on the front, and then we'll just turn them both around here and I'll show you what we got on the back. So we've still got our standard RCA right-left output, a dedicated subwoofer output and a digital spit of coax out. We've also got a digital optical output, so that's going to be full range audio you can feed into a high quality DAC if you like. You've got an optical or an analog in this 3.5mm jack. You've got trigger out, 12 volt trigger, so that will allow you to turn on a power amplifier remotely just by this turning on. An IR in, this will allow you to control it from a learnt infrared remote from a remote location. If you want to have this stored in a cupboard or something like that, you can control it remotely. You've got Ethernet RJ45 input for your internet there, and of course this will still work on Wi-Fi. The USB port, now this is interesting. So this USB port, just like the previous model, can be used for plugging in external hard drives or memory sticks with music loaded on them, but now they have added to it USB audio class 2. What this means is that we can plug a USB cable from this output here into a USB enabled DAC and feed high resolution audio out of that output there into a DAC and then to a better amplifier of some kind if you like. And then now, something that's new on the back of the Node, Hdmi E Arc Input. So this allows you to have audio from a TV coming directly into the Node. And the good thing about Arc compared to optical input is, for one, it's completely automatic. So as soon as the TV turns on, it's going to tell this, hey, I'm going to send a signal in, can you please go to the TV input? And also it allows you to control the volume of the output of this Node directly from the TV's factory remote. On the back of the PowerNode now, one thing I have noticed that is different with this model versus the PowerNode 2i, now we've got 2 analog/optical inputs on it. But that's cool, now having 2 analog or 2 optical, or 1 analog, 1 optical, whatever you want to do, inputs. It's got a dedicated RCA subwoofer output, so you can plug this into whatever subwoofer you have that you like. USB input for memory sticks or hard drives with some music stored on them. Obviously our RJ45 Ethernet port to connect it to the internet, just like the Node, it'll work on Wi-Fi as well. IR in, that's the same as what we have on the Node, just allows us to control it remotely from a different location. Our other analog/optical input. Our speaker terminals, these are standard 4mm banana input terminals, but also they do unthread to reveal a hole in the stud so you can feed raw wire directly into them, or spade terminals if you like. So the PowerNode 2i did have Arc on it, but this upgrades it to E Arc, which is the most recent standard of audio return channel. It stands for Enhanced Audio Return Channel. In the situation with this product, since it's generally only dealing with 2 speakers, I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference since we're not doing Dolby Atmos or anything like that, but it is nice to know that they've gone and put the most recent up-to-date standard of HDMI in there, because that's very important for reliability. So now jumping into the interface of the Node with the new touchscreen on the top. So you may have seen some photos of this. The interface on the top of the Node and PowerNode is now a lot different to what you used to have with the Node 2i. No longer is it like a 4 or 5 button thing. We've actually got quite a lot more control on here. So I'm just going to sort of go top to bottom and explain what each of these things are, because all of these things you see here are buttons. So along the very top here, these 5 dots are associated with your first 5 presets for that product in the Bluesound app. So what that means is in the app that drives this, I can assign any of these dots to be a Spotify playlist or a specific song or a radio station via TuneIn or even an audio input. I can assign one of these inputs to be analog input or optical or ARC or something like that if I like. So I can just hit one of these buttons as an example, like that, and it's gonna start playing music out of the speakers, out of the amplifier. Just like that. Which brings me to the next row down. In the middle here, left to right, is our volume slider, volume control. So there are two ways you can control this. You've got dots, which you can tap, or you can tap at the one end of the slider or the other, and that's gonna bring it up step by step. Or you can actually click and drag it just like you would your phone's volume. I can click this and drag it up and down. And it is, I must say, it is actually very responsive. Now the bottom row, we've got our left arrow and right arrow. Those are like your previous and next skip buttons. So if I hit the right one, it's gonna skip to the next song. And then in the middle here, this blue circle, this is essentially your pause or mute button. So if you're playing a playlist, like I am now, a song, if I hit this, it's gonna fade out and pause it. So that's the interface on the top. I am very impressed with it. The auto wake function where you put your hand over it and it lights up, I'm very impressed with it. I can almost get my hand down onto the button before it wakes up. So just demonstrating the ARC functionality of this, you'll see I've got some music playing here from Spotify. If I just turn the TV on, that's going to come on, and this is going to detect the audio, automatically switch over to the input, and now I've got TV audio coming out of the speakers. And then if I want to go back to playing music, I can just go back and hit that playlist again, or go back onto the app, and I can have that playing with the TV in the background. And then if I want to switch back to the TV audio, it's as simple as hitting that preset that I assigned to ARC. It's very easy. So one more thing I want to briefly touch on is the Bluesound system. So in case you're unaware, Bluesound, the company that makes this, have the app that used to drive it called Bluesound, and they have a wide variety of products that will work on the system. They've got the Node, which you can plug directly into an integrated amplifier or a power amplifier. They've got the Powernode, which you can plug directly into speakers. The Volt, which will essentially do the same thing as the Node, but it has a hard drive built in for ripping CDs. And then they've also got things like the Flex and the Flex Mini and the Pulse, which are powered speakers. And all of those will work on one system, so you can see different rooms in your house and share audio from one room to the other. And there is a new product coming out very soon. We will hopefully have it here sort of mid to late October, is the new Roxanne Atessa range of amplifiers. And they have a version of their new Atessa integrated amplifier. The amplifier will have streaming capabilities from the get-go. When it comes in, I'm pretty keen to do a test and see if it sounds better. If that sounds like a video you guys would like to see, drop a like or a comment in the comment section and let me know, because I think that could be quite interesting to test out. But that's just one more product that will link in to this Bluesound system. That's pretty much it from me today, guys. If you've got any questions about the new products or you want to have a listen to one, by all means give us a call or come down and see us. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Have a great weekend. Ka kite anō.